I need to ask you a little question. You know, if you've ever hit fat very often or topped the ball, skull it across the green and that type of thing, and if you've been taught to chip mostly with your arms like a putting stroke and you're struggling with those, then you might want to just give this a shot and see what you think. Hi, Darrell Klassen here, PGA professional, golf teacher. You know, there are two ways to do about everything in life, including golf. There's a hard way and there's an easy way. And when it comes to golf, I've always been one to feel like the easy way is the best way. I don't want a lot of swing thoughts and things like that. So I've always taught, for the 50-some years I've been in the business, I've always taught how to do things simple. I don't teach golf swing and stuff. So there, when it comes to chipping as an example, where with the very shortest little shots in the game, there is an easy way and there's a hard way. And most of the instruction I've ever seen is about swinging the arms like a putting type stroke. And I want to show you what I feel like is the simplest way to do it. So I'm not really concerned about how you hold the club. That's up to you. Chipping is quite an art because we know it's so important to scoring. We got to try to get the ball as close as we can to the pin. I always look at the golf club like a hammer or something. It's very easy to just tap the earth. There's nothing to it. And we can tap the earth. Now, if we tap the earth, if you do that, you'll notice that you're only used to tap the earth. You'd feel like you're only using your hands, and especially your left hand in golf is very important. So what we want to make sure that we watch out for is moving. The easiest way to hit fat, if you want to hit fat, is to let your weight move in a little short shot like this. There's not time for a weight shift. Just the shot's too tiny. Some of the mistakes people make is they swing too far and have to decelerate not to hit it very far when they're chipping. Another one is that they let their weight move back and there's not time to get it back through, so we hit behind the golf ball. I just got the ball kind of in the middle of my stance. I'm not going to get it exact. I'm comfortable over the golf ball. Now, I don't have time for weight shifts, so I'd like to feel like I have pre-shifted my weight. Okay? So as a result, I'm going to lean into this, is what I like to do. Lean into my front hip. Now from there, the biggest mistake I see in chipping is golfers will use their arms. A guy came to see me just a few weeks ago, and he's a pretty good player, 11 handicap. And he says, Darrell, my short game's not too bad, but I've got some things I want you to see. I said, well, chip some balls. First thing he did, he went here and then a little wrist. I said to him, I said, let me ask you a question, Bill. I said, do you ever shank any? Oh yeah, on occasion I do, and I just get into that and I'm kind of dead meat for a while until I work through it. I said, well, you're shanking it because your first move is here with your arms. Then you're breaking your wrist. I said, if you just pick the club head up with your left hand straight up, then the farther you pick it up, the more this will move on its own, but I don't want you to move that on intentionally, okay? So what I want to get to here is I want my weight past the ball so I'm pre-shifted. I'm going to just kind of pick the club up with my left hand and tap the earth. Now you'll notice there wasn't any through type swing. It's okay, we didn't need it. I just want to make sure I hear a nice solid click like that where I've hit the golf ball first and then the ground. Now when you're doing that, it'll feel uncomfortable if you try to keep everything stiff, straight arm and all that and just lift it. No, this is very natural. If you had a yardstick or something here and wanted to pick it up, you just pick it up over here, okay? And it's easy. Little hint on that. If your hand is here on the club, it's going to be hard to pick it up. So if you rotate that hand on the club, on the grip, doesn't matter how much, just I want that enough so I can pick it up over here and not have it trying to do this, okay? Just a simple little thing. The only reason I mention that is because the number one thing that in golf that I personally would like to hear more of is the fact that we've got to create backspin for every shot in golf. It doesn't matter what it is except a putt. We got to have some backspin. So basically we're trying to get the club to come down and hit the ball and go into the turf a little bit and make some backspin. That's all we're doing. Real simple. So I played a lot of ping pong when I was a kid. So I knew how to spin anything, a ball backward, and I just get my weight past, my hands ahead, just tap down. That's all I do. Give that a try in your backyard or at the golf course or something with some golf balls and just see how you like it. And if you want to know more about it, then go to your computer and go to darrellsgolftraining.com. I appreciate you letting me have a couple minutes of your time. If you want some real success in chipping that'll lead to success in your whole game, see what this feels like to you and give it a shot. It'll make a difference. That's how golfers on the tour, watch on their tour, and you'll see a lot of that where the hand goes first just to pick the club up. All right, you have a good one. Thanks.